For this presentation, I chose a study from the article Workplace Friendship and the Electronically Connected Organization from the Human Communication Research Journal. In our readings from organizational communication, we learned that the human relations approach emphasizes the interpersonal and social needs of individuals. This perspective argues that all people want to feel a part of something bigger than themselves. The ways in which we communicate with each other in the workplace can grow that fundamental yearning. In many cases, friendships develop from collaborating with others in the workplace. The human resources approach complements this phenomenon as well and takes a look at the organizational climate as well as how the organization encourages employees and participation in their dialogue. Teamwork and productivity depend on the working relationships we build between peers, management, and other employees in our organization. But for most of us, workplace friendships arise less out of necessity and more from selectivity. We choose for friends people we feel strong affinity towards. It is a voluntary, personal choice, and we tend to share more personalistic information with our friends than a workplace relationship would entail. This study on workplace friendships takes these approaches further by saying information communication technologies, or ICTs for short, have dramatically altered organizational communication practices. The study claims that the way employees communicate with each other affects their relationships to one another. The study surveyed 274 adults in full-time employment at a variety of organizations. The questions related to 8 types of communication methods, how frequently they were used by the respondents, and the quality and importance the different methods had on their workplace friendships. The 8 different methods of communication used in the study are a fair representation of both traditional and modern approaches. They are communication by telephone, by email, by texting, by face-to-face conversation, by paper documents, by teleconferencing, video conferencing, Skyping, or similar video-enabled method, by social networking such as Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, and instant messaging applications. Respondents were asked to choose how often they used each method on a scale of 1 to 7, with 1 being never and 7 being very often. Amongst the communication methods, the study noted that Forrester research shows few employees telecommute 100% of the time. When asked by the study their estimated percentage of total work time per month those surveyed worked in an off-site location, the respondents reported only 20% of the time. This is consistent with Forrester Research's findings that employees in North America spend an average of 20% of their time telecommuting. Workplace friendship is voluntary, not dictated by organizational roles or responsibilities. Workplace friends get to know each other outside their work roles. According to the study, workplace friends help employees make sense of their working environments and provide a source of intrinsic reward for employees, increasing job satisfaction and reducing turnover. Workplace friends may discuss personal information such as family life, personalities, hobbies, and interests. They may also provide each other with instrumental and emotional support, keeping their eyes and ears open for each other by sharing important information related to the organization. They can help each other relieve workplace stress by lending support and feedback from someone else who understands what they're going through in the company. And lastly, help in the areas such as career development and career advancement by putting the right word in the right ear, introducing their friend to the right people, or even just pointing out an opportunity their friend may have missed. Socialization may be the process in workers learning the rules and norms of organizational culture, but it's also the process in which we can find allies and confidence in the workplace. Coworkers may find individual factors such as similarities as a basis for building a friendship. Contextual factors of life such as divorce or illness can also create attachment to those we work with. And physical proximity can create opportunities to interact with people and learn more than just their job role. Our textbook considers the basis of this process to be communicating in networks. However, the more personal details are shared between coworkers, the riper the opportunity is to create very close relationships that go deeper than mere networking. This study proposed 3 hypotheses as to how information communication technologies influence workplace friendships. The first hypothesis relates to how a workplace friendship forms, In this hypothesis, the study stated employees will perceive shared tasks as more important to workplace friendship initiation than physical proximity, personality, and perceived similarity. This hypothesis was disproved by the respondents. While respondents perceived shared tasks as more important to friendship initiation than physical proximity, they felt shared tasks were significantly less important in growing a workplace friendship than personality of their coworkers or similarities to their coworkers. This supports the importance of identity and difference mentioned in our book. Individuals feel drawn towards other individuals like themselves with roles, morals, values, knowledge, skills, and other identities similar to their own in workplace friendships. The second hypothesis states the amount of time employees spend telecommuting would be negatively related to the importance of physical proximity, personality, similarity, and socializing, and positively related to the importance of shared tasks to the initiation of their workplace friendships. This hypothesis was only partially supported by the responses. Telecommuting, also known as virtual officing or working from home, did affect the negative impact of importance of personality in the workplace with friendships. However, the importance of shared tasks increased the likelihood of workplace friendships forming in these non-traditional working relationships. By virtue of having a limited number of work relationships to be friends, sympathetic supporters out of, virtual workers became closer to the team that they work with on a regular basis. By nature of frequent one-to-one or one-to-few contacts, they tend to discuss more personal aspects which lead to closer relationships and often friendships. The third and final hypothesis stated that the amount of time working outside of the office or telecommuting would be negatively related to the frequency of using face-to-face interaction and positively related to the frequency of using information communication technology methods to communicate with their workplace friends. There was partial support from the research for this hypothesis. They correctly predicted that face-to-face interaction would drop off significantly and that paper documentation and teleconferencing increased, but the remaining communication methods such as chat, email, and phone did not change significantly. I chose this study on workplace friendships in particular for a closer look at organizational communication because I thought it complemented our studies on workplace relationships this semester. We read about many types of relationships, from top-down, bottom-up, peer-to-peer, across organizations, departments, and roles, but we never really discussed the relationship of friendship in a workplace setting. To befriend a coworker is a personal choice we as individuals will always remain in control of, no matter what other organizational influences we experience. We may form workplace relationships for profit, advancement, security, or other self-serving interests. However, this study and my personal belief is that a workplace friendship generally goes further and invests more than a simple workplace relationship. Both individuals must choose to grow and maintain a friendship, and there's always a choice to be friends. Internet communication technologies supplement and enhance workplace friendships and simply add new ways to stay close to those we have an interest in. Here are a few questions related to workplace friendship for discussion. This study did not differentiate responses based on age range. Do you believe that there would be a significant difference in responses as to how different generations use different internet communication technologies? Also, younger employees use certain methods of communication such as social networking, instant messaging, and texting more than other age groups. What dynamic issues may arise from employees of different generations with different preferences for the communication when they try to build workplace friendships?